No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Morgan.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure 4 leg lock.
Coming at you live from Cousin Tyrone's basement.
I don't even remember how to do this. Where am I? King Gunther's guest room. That's right. Cody Rhodes. We've been gone for so long. There's so many thoughts I have and frustrations, but we should probably just focus on the last week or two. But the last Cody Gunther match was a solid match, a repugnant. I'm not one to watch times. I usually don't care. It's so short, like 11-minute match.
Oh yeah.
What are we doing? Anyways, let's get caught up before we get into wrestling.
Yeah, what's up, man? How you doing? How's life? How's things? How's
how
the
you think
team?
life is? Look at that. How you think life is? If you're blessed enough to be watching the YouTube, you just saw something immaculate. But all in all, life is good. Work is busy and at times frustrating. But you know what? You gotta pay the bills. You gotta pay the government. You gotta, pay other things. So. Yeah, but I'm good though. Feeling good. I made a little goal for myself. I'm gonna go off, Dre. You sit back, okay? You sit back. Let me cook.
Do your thing.
I made a little goal for myself mid-February. I was getting a little thick. I wasn't fat, bruh. I was just a little thick. Word to Trinidad James. Yeah, did that? You remember that?
Yep.
She ain't fat, bruh. Yeah, I was going through some music yesterday actually, and yeah. Anyways, made a little goal for myself after Valentine's Day. I was like, damn, I'm a little thick. So tried to lose close to 20 pounds by mid-June, and I'm happy to say I am within 1 pound of that. And I was trying to do it before Father's Day, so I have a week. I'm gonna be there, baby. It's all about what you eat. I'm gonna be honest with you. Workout schedule, pretty much the same. I'm changing some of my lifts, but it's all about what you eat. Understanding what you're eating, when you're eating, how much you're eating, getting the right amount of protein, getting some good sleep. So yeah, so that's good. Bought a new DJ setup.
Hey,
I was one to never say I'm going to go away from vinyl ever, right? And even when Serato first came out, I was like, that's kind of lame. But then I was like, oh, that's awesome because I don't have to carry around records anymore and CDs if need be. So I ended up getting Serato, and I was like, I'm never not going to have turntables. I'm never not going to have a mixer and turntables and vinyl needles. I'm going to spend stupid amounts of money on this shit and have to get new needles every now and then. And I am happy to say that I turned 40, and I told myself, okay, money wise, still costs a lot to keep this stuff up, right? If I'm going to do it. And it's a lot lighter to have a really dope, close to what feels like record control, vinyl control controller. So I got a new one and I'm excited. They're going to do a pool party tomorrow. Can't wait. I'm excited. I'm planning on just doing some mixes, throwing them out there. I can't decide what I want to do. I've been doing some research, Dre, and I'd love to be able to provide people with mixes to download. And I was like, maybe I'll just do a Patreon. And they pay a couple bucks. I put a new mix up every month, and then that's illegal. I can do free streams. I can stream my mixes, but I can't allow someone to download it. So anyway, they're always listening, and by they, who I'm talking about.
You know who they are.
So we got to figure out a way to utilize this new mixer or this new controller outside of just doing live stuff, because I want to be able to just let people hear it, and have fun again. Make DJing fun again.
Well, you're about to have a lot of fun. I'll tell you what. When I got mine, when you carry turntables, you're lugging around speakers and all this stuff. It becomes a lot, right? And the easier way to get to the creative portion of this, the better. And you're about to have a lot of fun. You're about to get more creative.
I've been having fun. And just this is going to make me sound so old. And I've talked to you about this, not on record before, But how far we have come in 10 years is stupid. And I wasn't utilizing any of this. I was over there just doing my thing. And I felt good about it. People enjoyed it. But the stuff you can do now, like I feel like DJ Green Lantern, right? I'm just mashing shit up that, and it's fun. I've been messing with it a lot. My son has been he thought it was cool, right? And then when I'm on it for 2 hours, he's like, what's up? We're gonna go outside and kick the soccer ball. What are we doing? What are we doing here? So yeah, it's very cool. That's where I'm at. A lot of coaching still, coaching games. Son's busy. Fucking summer. Got to figure out what to do with you. You have 3. I've got 1, and I'm like, I'm driving this kid around. I got to find things for him to do in the day. Shout out to my mother-in-law who lets him go over there and swim and hang out. I can actually do work. But yeah, dude, that's where I'm at.
I love
what
it,
you
man.
Been doing, Dre? For those who don't listen to the Patreon, and you don't got to divulge anything really, but like, you've been busy.
Yeah, dealing with heartbreak and all that good stuff. So, it is the house is so peaceful, man. The kids have been. I mean, there's a little bickering here and there, but it's summertime, so the kids are around each other all the time now. So there's no break from Anaya and her brothers, and she's not gonna have a break no more because she's gonna be going to school with her brother next year. So, yeah, man. But. Summer's in full effect. Tavian begged me to get him into the summer program. I want to take a second to shout out Promise, South Salt Lake. So Promise is a community program that promises to provide children with education, safety, and opportunity. And with this program, they offer a lot of different things. This summer camp that my son's in right now is a boxing summer camp from 1 to about 4:35. The kids, they get to know fundamentals, and it's all volunteer work. So the coaches, they all have boxing experience and boxing background, and they give fundamentals. They give footwork. They show the kids about sparring and shadow boxing and all that kind of stuff. And the gym is really nice. It's well kept. They have a nice ring. They have nice heavy bags. And it's right here in our community, which is it's important. When you go to the farmer's market, or if you go to a local mom and pop store and you see the little thing on the counter that says, yo, help out, blah, blah, blah. In this case, it's Promise, right? A lot of those donations go to help out this kind of program where they do provide the lunches. They do provide dinners, and there's some kids in our community that don't get a meal, and this is their only meal. They get 2 meals, and this is it. So I just wanted to take a second to shout out Promise, South Salt Lake. They have a lot. It's South Salt Lake based, but they do go over to the west side. They go downtown. They provide services all over the valley, and I'm sure there's other services outside of Promise that provide this same type of service. And Tavian, my oldest son, he was introduced to this by his friend that's in this program, and he was like, "Hey, come do boxing," because he knew Tavian had a boxing background. And so this is day 5, and he has been getting his tail kicked every day. I pick him up, he's just ready. He's just like dead.
Young Gerald's out there working.
Oh, he's putting in that work, and he got so the kids, they don't get a locker until their 10th day. Once they get to the 10th day, then they'll get a locker. And they're getting the warm-up suits and things like that. So,
dope.
Yeah, but I told him, I was like, right now it sucks, right? Because you haven't been this active. You haven't been putting in this much work. And so right now it sucks. I was like, son, give yourself a few weeks, and then it's going to be easier. And then once school starts, you're getting to the swing of things. You're going to be going, you'll be more acclimated to the program and to working out. So, just wanted to shout out my son, shout out that program. That's what we've been doing. That's awesome. And I'm back in the studio. So I just released a new episode of the Isolation 20 podcast, and I also released an unrestricted podcast. Those are out. Go check them out. My friend Zach Partridge, he has a fight this Saturday in Ogden City. Rivals 5.
Boxing.
Boxing. Right? His pro debut. pro debut. Fun fact: if you are a pro any combat sports, you have to be a pro if you go to a different discipline. Example: Zach is a pro MMA fighter, but he can't go and do an amateur boxing match. He has to take a pro boxing fight. So, yeah, he has a challenge for him because the guy that he's fighting is a seasoned pro, and so this is gonna be his first fight. I'm excited to see him get down. Also, my friend Mike Jones, he is a who? Mike Jones. Originally from Price, Utah. Now he stays out here in the Valley, and he just got done winning a bare knuckle fight in BKFC, which is a bigger promotion. 56 seconds, knocked the dude out, and yeah, it's looking like he might get a title fight. If not a title fight, I'm assuming he's gonna get a good spot to get to the title. So salute to Mike.
Listen, all respect to Mike. Is he a lunatic?
He is. It's
bare knuckle seems like the wildest option on the planet when it comes to combat sports.
You know what though? Some guys are just made for it, and
I know
he's made for it. Kent Mafaleo made for it. Like there's certain guys out there that are just made for it, and unfortunately, it's not as popular as but it's not as popular as like the higher like the UFCs and whatnot.
Sure.
But it's gaining traction, especially online. His clip of knocking the dude out is up to 4.1 million views, and is getting recognition from some pretty big names in the combat sports arena. So
is Mike a big dude? Like I see him, right? I've never seen him in person. Like as far as height and like, I don't know. What is he, you think?
Mike is 6'2" and he fights at 215. He'll walk around at like 205. He'll walk around probably like 212. But he's fighting heavyweights. Like he's fighting guys at 230.
You brought up Kent, all right? Yeah. Like I want to make this clear to people that don't know me. I'm 6'2", right? Almost 210 pounds now, right? Once we hit next week, boom, bam, I'm there. And I was in the studio when you were interviewing Kent. I felt like a child. I felt like I was 12. This man is he's a wall. And bare knuckle. I can't imagine like getting hit by a fist that's 2 times mine. These people, they're built different. And there is zero disrespect coming from me to any of these guys. I want you to know, got your back no matter what. Okay. But it's crazy to me.
Trust me, man. I sit and I talk with these guys, and like I create real relationships with these guys. And I'm like, man, like the guy across from me is such a sweetheart, but at the same time, a killer. You know,
he can rip your head off. He can rip your head off.
And Mike is such a sweetheart, bro. Like he has a baby on the way. He's just awesome.
Congratulations to him.
A great father and just like a solid human, and you know, even going through what I've been going through personally, just like a supportive dude and whatnot. And so that's what I've been doing, man. I've been locked into the combat sports, back in the studio, doing dad stuff, and that's it.
Awesome.
Hey, Wonder, I do got a question. I do got a question for you as we jump into wrestling.
Yes, sir.
Where the hell is Drew McIntyre, Stephanie Vaquer, Ilja Dragunov, Ivy Nile,
CM Punk?
Yeah,
I don't know, dude.
Randy Orton. Where are they at?
I don't know, but also I don't necessarily think in this moment they are super missed. Like I love all of those superstars, but I feel like at least right now, like where do you fit them in? Like for Punk, where would you put Punk right now? Like what storyline that we have? Like, is he going to challenge Roman?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that's where we were going. To be honest with you, I'd rather have that than the whole Jacob thing. By the way, Tribal Combat, we need a different name because it's just a no holds barred. Like, it's not Tribal Combat.
Yeah. It's like
there's no ceremony. There's nothing to like. There should be the panel of the elders watching the match. You know, like Kumite style. You know.
We haven't recorded since that happened, and I wanted to say multiple things about that. I hated it. I hated the was it SmackDown before? Yes, SmackDown before where it ended and they were touching foreheads. These guys are about to go to war. What are we doing here? I don't want that. And they hated each other prior to.
Let me just I think that's a cultural thing. So I mean, no disrespect to culture, but when you got a Samoan werewolf that is going unhinged, we don't want you face to face. I get his cultural thing.
Yeah,
but
sure. But that was for this storyline. Like, do that after. Do that when he acknowledges.
Bingo. Exactly. That's how you acknowledge.
Because you already knew it was over. You're like, yep. What little chances you thought Jacob had to even win? You're like, nah. He bowed down right there. Anyways, but yeah, there's pictures of Punk circulating online. He's massive somehow. I don't know what that's about, but he's huge. Have you seen it recently?
No,
these dudes were in the gym and they just took a video of him working out, and he was fucking enormous. And I'm sorry for cursing. I'm excited to be here. It's Friday. I've had a bunch of work calls that have been shitty, so we should have ran the thing at the beginning. Explicit content. Yeah.
Your discretion is advised.
Yeah. Bad boy. That's what I always think about.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know where some of those guys would fit, because obviously we still have the Cody Gunther stuff going on. We got the King/Queen of the Ring stuff going on. And it's probably okay for some of them to take a little bit of a break. But yeah, it is weird that a lot of the top people over the past year are all kind of not around. It is interesting.
Not around, and we got champions in the King/Queen of the Ring tournament. Has that been a thing? Am I tripping? Did I miss when they started adding champions to this tournament?
I feel like IC champions have been in it before, but they've never won. I feel like they use them just to like further that whatever storyline they may be in. Say what?
Liv Morgan's a women's world champion. She's not an IC title holder.
No, you're right. Yeah, I was thinking more you're talking about like Sol Ruca. That's my bad.
And Penta. Yeah. But even then it's like they don't need to be like they don't need to be king or queen of the ring.
Yeah,
they already hold the belt.
The Morgan thing is super weird. And the only thing that it lends to me is to further a storyline with her and Roxanne. Maybe some type of turn. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, because why is she in there? You have Raquel Rodriguez on the other side of the bracket, and they're going to, potentially meet. I don't know. And maybe that's what it is. They're meeting, and then Roxanne has to make a choice. But yeah, it is weird. As a champion, it is weird. Like the top champion. You're right.
Where do you see this thing dwindling down to?
On the women's side, so we still have, was it tonight? Yeah, we have one tonight.
Is it Tiff in it?
No, Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair.
That's right.
I don't know. I think out of all of this, though, like, how would it be that I think we're going to have a very big Judgment Day just storyline come out of the women's side. So I think we are going to get Roxanne and Liv in that final. Raquel and Liv in that final, and then Roxanne kind of having to decide who to help. But I can see them all helping each other to get to that final, right? Like screwing over EO, screwing over whoever comes out of that bottom side of the bracket. Sol Ruca, Valkyria, Jade, or Charlotte. But yeah, Liv being in it is like, why? Do we need that? But that's the only thing that makes sense to me. The men's side I love. I love the build up to Dom and Oba.
Yeah.
Is there any chance that Dom wins? I mean, obviously not clean.
Yeah, no, I think Liv's there for a reason. I think we seen what she did to help Dom already. I'm not mad at Dom and Liv winning.
Mm-mm.
I'm not mad at it. And then you push that up a little bit more, and then we get real turmoil towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's do that. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not mad at Oba being king. I mean, you guys are already putting the rocket on his back.
Yeah, but there's got to be a get back against Brock, right? They're 1-1, which, like, I love /hated Brock coming back, But like, why can't he be more consistent on when we see him leading up to SummerSlam? Is it just like one of those things where like you don't have to see him all the time, like the old school thought of Andre the Giant, like shouldn't always be on TV or shouldn't always be in your territory? But this story is so big.
You know, guys like Roman and Brock, they don't work. You know, I mean, they work when we see them. It's great, but they're not there. They're not the guy that's traveling, right? And I don't see it hurting.
Roman's been more involved, right? Obviously,
not really.
You don't think so? I mean, compared to what he was,
yeah,
I feel like he's been in there a lot more.
I guess so. I mean, this last time it was just the Usos. I feel like it's just the Usos talking right now.
Yeah,
you know, you got the Usos and you got the Samoan Werewolf, and then you got the MFTs that's being sprinkled in somewhere. All of a sudden, they were face to face at Backlash, but then nothing since then, right?
I thought Tomo was leaving.
No, Tama's there. It was Tonga Loa and JC Mateo that.
No. I mean, I thought he was leaving the group.
Oh,
did we tease the shit out of that, and then he just beat up Shinsuke? Like there was that was it. It was like, oh yeah, him and Shinsuke, and then nope, he's still like, are we dragging that out, or is he just they scrapped that idea? Because I love the idea of him and Solo going at each other.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know. Too. Again, we can bitch about stuff till the cows come home with some of the stories, but I am enjoying LA Knight being in the fold, talking shit to the. Did you see him? What did he say? Ufalala or something.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna go have a ufalafa ceremony. And Jay
that was so good. That was very funny.
LA should have stayed on Jay though. He should have made Jay like really
just gone in hard on him.
Yeah.
That was very
focusing
funny.
on him.
I enjoyed that. Always enjoyed LA Knight.
And not back down either. He said, "Screw your whole family." You know what I mean? Like to his face, like, yo, what? And then Jimmy holding back Jay. You know, Jay is about to be unhinged again. We've seen this before. Jay's about to go into his unhinged Jay Uso moment, and Roman's probably gonna have to rein him back in. Or have this. Why didn't Jacob jump on Seth Rollins and Montez Ford? Is it because Jay told him to? Or is it because he's only taking orders from the tribal chief?
It has to be that. Like, he's not going to listen to these other dudes, right? Because Jay even told him there was that instance, and then there was something else where he just didn't do it. But yeah, where he just walks away in the back in the locker room. Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be that.
I think so. But I also want to know, what is his role? You know, obviously he's an enforcer, but we haven't seen Roman put down his tribal chief gavel just yet. We haven't seen him be like, yo, this is what we're doing. This is our clear path. We haven't seen that, right?
No.
What is
not yet.
What is this bloodline? What is this? Where are we at for SummerSlam?
Exactly. What do we have coming up? Night of Champions, obviously.
Night of Champions. Saturday night's main event in July. In
MSG, which the Knicks win this whole thing. That place may be burned down, so they may have to reschedule. And then SummerSlam. Yeah. They're also doing a weird Saturday night's main event on a Sunday. Did you see that in September? September 6th?
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, in Atlanta. Don't know what that's all about. But right now, this is the rest of the PLE schedule that I can find online. Night of Champions, where obviously we'll get the King and Queen crowning, and then a bunch of champions fighting each other where no title will change hands. Great American Bash, that's with NXT. Saturday night's main event on the 18th of July, 2-night SummerSlam, beginning of August 1st and 2nd. Another Sunday night's main event in September, and then Money in the Bank, which is so weird that I don't know. It's weird time for Money in the Bank. October 10th. That's everything we have, though. Obviously, there's going to be your Survivor Series somewhere. But can you believe we're halfway through the year? Like, what the frick?
Bro, it is going by so quick. It's almost time to get school closed already and get ready go back to school already. It just ended, but
I'm okay with that.
Hey, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I'm low key ready for a mild winter. I'm ready for 70-degree days.
Oof, love me. It's the fall, right? The fall's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yesterday we had a great summer day. For those who want to talk about weather on here, and then tune into this to get weather reports. But man, yesterday was beautiful.
It's ready sideways. Okay. Let me jump over to NXT. You mentioned the Great American Bash. NXT. We had Tatum Paxley drop her North American title to Zaria, and a lot of speculation is that Tatum is going to be called up to the main roster. Not sure what that really does to the main roster just yet. She's awesome. She's great. Zaria is going to hold the title awesome in NXT, but I also would have loved to have Zaria be the one to be called up and put a little tension on Sol Ruca. Now that things are done with Becky, Sol had a great match with Lyra Valkyria. Finally, she needed this match. She needed a good ending to a match. She's starting to find it.
I think the Zaria thing, they do this often in NXT, where you have two stars that have gone back and forth, had a rivalry, and then one of them gets called up, and it just seems like an obvious next step for the other one to get called up with them. But I feel like they need to keep some of the star power in NXT for the younger. I mean, you have people there that can handle it, but outside of like Blake Monroe getting called up so quick, like she was in NXT, 6 months, it felt like, if that. They need to build some of those stars for the future. So I think keeping one there that is, has had these great matches and does have that power, I think star power, I should say, has kind of been their MO for a while. On the men and women's side.
That's true. That's 100% true. I don't know. I love I know the star that she can be, and she, like, when I look at Zaria, I think of Rhea Ripley. Like, I think she has, obviously not to the height of Rhea right now, but the potential is there.
I just think it's so crowded too in the women's division right now. Like, we talked about Stephanie not even being there.
Oh yeah,
but like, I mean, just going through this Night of Champions, the Queen of the Ring tournament, Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green. Shout out to Chelsea. Just
salute.
One of my favorites. Sol Ruca, Lyra, Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Kiana James, who's been stupendous, and the Julia thing, they split up. I'm just going to say it. Don't like Julia's hair without the braids. So weird.
Thank you. No color.
Yeah, we need to figure that out. We'll get on that though. JC Jane, Bailey, Lash Legend, Io Sky, Roxanne Perez. There's just a lot of very talented men and women, but women. So I think her staying down there and cooking a little bit in NXT is just fine.
How the hell doesn't Io Sky have a belt right now?
Well, shit, she wasn't even on WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, she was on WrestleMania. No, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Where would you like to go?
We have to go the best match of the year, without a doubt. The Mask versus Mask. I'm not loving the Chad Gable, hey, I was wrong. Let me atone for my sins. I shit on every luchador ever, made fun of you all. But now I want to get in your good graces. I'm not loving that from a kayfabe perspective, and also just like outside of it. Like, I'd be like, nah, we're not doing that. But that match, dude, and for it to be on YouTube, just be able to, and they ran it back on Raw. That was incredible. Like, the way that Ludwig Kaiser has just totally reinvented himself with that mask, and to think it all came from Gable getting injured, and they just were like, all right, let's roll with this. There's another El Grande Americano. Dude, I hadn't seen a match that felt like that in probably 2 years. Like I want to say like the Cody Roman Mania match where everyone came out. What do they call that? Bloodline Rules? Yeah.
Yeah. Or even
not to be confused with Tribal Combat. Not to be confused with Tribal Combat.
We don't speak Tribal Combat here.
Yeah.
But even Gable's match with Vikingo on AAA, his debut on AAA was fire.
Yes. Very good.
One of the dopest matches I've seen.
But this one there was so much. And even if you didn't know the storyline, which like I got caught up, right? Because I was like, I do want to check this out because I love both of these guys. And I would check in from time to time, but I'm like, from the first hit of Gable's music to the end of the match, Gable just fucking like a bleeding, what do they say? Like a stuffed pig or whatever? No, that's not the word. That's not the phrase. Anyways, bleeding like crazy. And then his family comes up. He takes that mask off. And this was a little much, how he kept just rubbing the cut and the blood kept going. But dude, incredible. And to follow up from that, I hate the Chad Gable storyline now. Not loving it. He's a great wrestler. Whatever. They'll figure that out. But the disconnect from AAA and how amazing Ludwig is over, to then when he comes on like Raw and the crowds are just kind of like, eh. I'm hoping that changes, especially with them showing the actual match. But I don't know. I don't know if you can duplicate I don't even know what you call it. Just how over he is in Mexico. Like, it's incredible. But that match is something I wanted to bring up because it has been a couple weeks since we recorded, and I think it's been 2 weeks since that match. Fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, match of the year. You already said it. Ludwig is a national treasure in Mexico. AAA audience loves this guy. I do hope that it does cross over to the mainstream. I think it has all the potential to. I don't know how you capture that on the main roster. I don't know if it's him helping out Ray or but he's kind of a heel guy here, right? Yeah,
that's what's so weird. And he was meant to be a heel down there. But something about him, and I don't even think it's necessarily the character, it's something about him and like how he was all bought in.
Is it though, like, or is it the fact that Gable was more of a heel? You know, in this political climate, to call it the Gulf of America and all this other like.
Well, that's what someone tried to call it for a little while.
Yeah.
No, because I think it was just the character itself. Like the character was just supposed to be this like, I'm coming in, I'm ripping off everything from luchador history, your style. I'm an American. I'm a piece of shit. You know?
Yeah.
And again, with Gable getting injured, Ludwig taking that over, I think he was just supposed to be a heel down there. But I really think they just bought into him even outside of the character itself. Even though he stays in character down there. Like with the mask. I don't know how to explain it, dude.
I think he's embraced too because he embodies Chicano culture. He embraces.
Which is funny because he's El Grande Americano. He's not American. The character is meant to rip off and steal things from Mexican luchador wrestling culture. I guess I shouldn't say just Mexican, but just luchador culture in general.
Yeah. But he's fluent in Spanish. All his interviews are in Spanish.
Yes.
I seen his last YouTube video with Penta, all in Spanish, and it's just like, and Penta's asking him like, "Yo, who do you listen to?" And he's talking about bandas, and I'm like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
Like, people love El Grande Americano, and I love that Chad Gable was like, "You are the only El Grande Americano now."
Yeah, dude. And the storyline with the
I got chills right now.
Yeah, with the interviewer, I forget her name. My mind just went blank. But that whole storyline too, everything was great, bro.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I read that Undertaker produced that match.
Well, he's running creative in AAA, so I don't know if he produced the specific match itself, but I know that like he's over creative in AAA, like Triple H is to WWE.
That's dope. I mean, it's proven to work out. I mean, A great match, man. That whole event was really good. Even what's going on with Psycho Clown and his little gang. Yeah, they have some fun things happening over there at AAA. You seen Bailey. You see Mr. Iguana got Bailey out. Everybody was talking about Bailey's cakes.
They just, cakes are caking. That's for sure.
Right.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah, we'll keep it appropriate. What else? You said, hold on, real quick on the Gable thing. You said you don't like the Gable coming back and apologizing and to the luchadors, right?
And them just being okay with it. It's more them being okay with it.
I like it, man. You earned respect. It's like you were talking shit and then you went and got your ass beat. All right, come on, man. You're good. You're all right.
But for a year, minus his injury, for over a year, he
got his ass beat bad, bro. He was leaking all over the place. What do you want him to do? Leak like that 5 times this year? No,
but the thing is, okay. In the words of what number was he? 43? Was he 43? Fool me once. We got a saying, okay? Fool me. I can't get fooled again. Shame on you, or however the hell he said it. He was a menace to all luchadors. Yes, he got his ass beat. True. Oh, did you freeze or did I freeze?
One
of us froze. Okay. See, I told you this internet, son. But he was a menace and did unspeakable, awful things to all these guys. And it just took for him to get his ass whooped. Not even just, he had a great match. The match was, again, the best match of the year, without a doubt so far. Probably be hard to top it. But for these guys to just be like, yeah, we're good.
I love it.
Okay, well, see, you have a bigger, more forgiving heart than I do. Okay, because if someone was whooping my ass for a year, did all kinds of bad shit to me, and then you beat them up somewhere, and then they come back and be like, "Hey, I was wrong," I'd be like, "Oh, well, that's fine." No, that's not fine. Okay, bitch. Sorry.
Well, it would be different, but it's Rey Mysterio, and here's another thing too. Michael Cole, stop saying that Dragon Lee is the future of Lucha. I'm getting tired of it. They don't push him enough for you to say that.
Yeah.
Like, you keep on saying this thing as if we're going to get this big build up to Dragon Lee, and it's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting all their money, all their chips on the Penta right now, and he just got the rub from Ray. Not that he needs a rub, but
I think he does. I think he does.
Whoa.
To get him pushed. He's amazing. Talent-wise, he doesn't, but he's not getting over.
Yeah, he is. What are you talking about? Everybody said Omero.
No
crowd.
Penta. You said Dragon Lee.
No, I said Penta.
Okay, rewind the
Penta
tape.
Rewind the tape. I'm talking about the last match that Penta had with Rey Mysterio. He doesn't need that rub. Dragon Lee needs the rub. That should have been Dragon Lee versus
I
Ray.
Must have totally misunderstood what you just said, because initially you said Dragon Lee. Okay, we're good. Yep. You know what? I'm wrong.
So that's why I'm like, everybody, Penta is over like Rover. He doesn't need that rub right now. It's awesome to get it. Cool. But if you're going to say Dragon Lee's the future of Lucha, he's the future of that style of wrestling, then get the rub from Ray. Put more on to, and Dragon Lee's amazing. When he jumped through the ropes and then he did a flip, I was like, oh my gosh, this dude is incredible.
Mm-hmm. No, he is.
But
great.
It's not happening. They put the wings on him. He looks, everything aesthetically is cool with Dragon Lee, except they're not pushing him, and I don't know why.
The biggest push he has right now is that DoorDash commercial.
Yeah, DoorDash,
where he comes out at the beginning. Yeah. No, I agree with everything you said. Now that I've confirmed, I understand what you were saying.
Yeah, sometimes it gets mumble jumbled.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Sol Ruca, I told you I feel like it's too early for her to have this IC title, to be the one, and only because she's not amazing. But all the matches she had with Becky, there was just little things like where it just didn't, like a small botch here or a botch there. She's incredible, but I just felt like it was a little too quick. But also, maybe it was time for Becky to not have that title anymore.
Yeah, this is where we differ, because I think Sol Ruca is ready. I just think she has to find it. She has to find the pacing. She has to find, just like Jade. Jade had to find it, and now Jade is looking amazing.
Jade's great. But my statement stands. She's not ready. And you said, I think she is ready. She just has to find it.
Yeah, she's ready for it.
That would in turn mean she's not ready. Right?
She is. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Wemby. Is Wemby ready for an NBA championship?
Apparently not. We've seen 2 games. One where he throws it off the back of Steph Castle in the closing moments, and the other one where not all entirely his fault, that comeback, but where he misses 2 free throws when he's a 90% free throw shooter. So maybe he's not. We're going to find out.
Wemby is ready to be a champion. It just might not be his time right now.
Okay.
So Ruca is ready for the championship. It just wasn't her night that night.
Nights.
Oh, all right. Yeah, all right.
See? So it's all equaling up.
Yeah.
But I love her. She's great. Talented.
Oh, don't love her now. No, I don't love her at her worst.
This definitely isn't her worst. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, no, it's not. I do question if she loves it though.
You don't get the vibes.
Well, I question if she is a lover, like Roxanne Perez has been a lover of pro wrestling her whole life. She's got to wrestle the people that inspired her, and now like you could tell she loves being in the ring. So Ruca, I think she's hitting spots, but I don't know if she truly loves it, and maybe time will tell.
And that may be due to the NIL stuff we have going on in WWE, because that's kind of how she got her start, right? I don't think she, if I remember correctly, I don't think she necessarily watched wrestling or paid attention to it like a Roxanne, who loved it, right? And probably still loves being in it. Where as this NIL stuff goes on and these stars get caught, these athletes get signed and then they work through this, maybe some of them will fall in love with it, but others, maybe they just look at it as, all right, this is a cool job. And I'm sure it's that way with even wrestlers that are in it prior to, but maybe that'll kind of be more of a trend going forward. I don't know. Speculation.
Hey, I got a hard out because hey,
relax, brother.
I do want to ask you, what do you think? Do we get a payoff to Danhausen being in this lab and having that tarp over somebody?
We have to. It's got to be somebody. Who? I don't know. But yeah, Braun Strowman, maybe? Or is he just having too much fun on everything on the menu, which is a great show. I actually watched some episodes for the first time this last weekend. It's got to be someone under there. Who? I don't know.
I think if you do pair Braun Strowman up with Danhausen, I think it would be a good matchup because you don't really have to do too much. You're not going to get that many spots. It's not going to be a reoccurring thing. We might see him when we see Danhausen, or it's just like the muscle. Do you put paint on him though? Is he going to be what would it be? Braunhausen or housing? Strowman? Braunhausen. Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah, it's that easy.
Braunhausen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, it's a huge individual. Whoever they're planning on having underneath that, I hope. Because also before we've got the mini Hausens where we thought he had something in there and it was just a bunch of mini Hausens. So let's not get too excited. But you think it would be one big, massive wrestler, and it's hard to this day and age, anyways, to have a real I've never seen that guy before. So it's got to be someone we know. I don't know who it is though, but you have to get a payoff, 1,000%.
What did you think about R-Truth coming out to help Royce Keys and Damian Priest getting mad?
Well, the Truth Priest stuff has been not as exciting as I thought it would be or fun. They generally, in the past, they had really good interactions on TV, a lot of funny stuff, but it kind of just lost its steam. So I'm okay with it. Priest go back to being a heel. He doesn't need to be a good guy. He needs more of an edge. But I don't even know if that'll happen because he's still kind of tied in with Rhea a little bit from time to time, and you're not going to be a heel and stand next to her. So,
or maybe he does, and maybe she has a change of heart.
Like she turns heel, or she just is like peace.
Yeah, like all right, priest, and then that kind of deads the whole Terror Twins.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. If you really want to be a heel, you screw over Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah, right. There you go, priest.
That's what got Dom. That's what turned Dom into the heat magnet he was for months, and now people love him. Right, but like he screwed over Rhea Ripley.
What else do I have here on my notes? I think I already said Oba almost promo against on Brock and Paul Heyman.
Oh yes,
when Dom interrupted. Fire.
Yeah.
What else we have? Oh, I put on here Mexico crowd way better than Italy.
Yeah, Italy. These, I've said this before, and if anyone in Italy or any EU area sees this and they're upset, you guys are just trying to get yourself over. Okay. Sometimes it's like, shut up, can't hear shit. But it is what it is. But yeah, the Mexico crowd, dude.
You know what's been weird?
They react to the shit going on. They're not just like chanting, we're chanting, and we're chanting, and we're chanting, and then the bum ass American fans copy the chants. Sorry, it's been too long since I got that. Go ahead.
One thing that I have noticed is the weird matchups, bro. Like even the King of the Ring qualifier with King of the Week.
The King of the Wing.
Even the King of the Wing. Even the King of the Ring qualifier for Javon Evans. Weird pairing. Seth Rollins, Ricky Saints, and Talataga.
You thought for sure Seth Rollins was getting that dub. You're like, there's no way in hell he's not the one advancing.
But the young OG did it.
Yeah.
Javon Evans, like, what's your thoughts on I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. I mean, we've seen what he did at the Royal Rumble. Even Elimination Chamber, right? Like,
yeah. Here's what frustrates me about Javon Evans, and not him. The way that they use him. They use him in these big spots, like you said, Rumble, Chamber, potentially here. We'll see what happens with King and Queen of the Ring. But then he just goes back to some bum ass storyline after. That you are like, he's just on TV doing shit now. I know he's young. He's going to be in this for a long time. But it's also like, okay, he's proven he's a star. He could use work on the mic. I feel like he gets a little too hyped, but I think that's just him as a human being, right? And that'll come with time. God knows Jey Uso's been trying to get that shit straightened out for 20 years. But it's like, Javon is so good. Like, I don't want him to get elevated and then, it's like they're doing a HIIT workout with this guy, like heart rate, boom, up here. All right, we're resting. Oh, we're up here. Like, let him be, like, push him. Just push him a little bit more.
Hey, say it louder for the execs over at TKO.
Yeah, I tell Paul all the time, when I DM him and he doesn't respond.
Did you see Sheamus's accident?
No.
Dude. He said I forget how he said it, but essentially he was working out and cracked his head. He got a big old gash out of his head. So if we thought we were gonna get Sheamus back anytime soon, that's not happening.
Ugh, that's right.
Big old gash, man. It's bad. It was bad. Yeah. All right, man. Should we jump over to our wrestler of the weeks?
Yeah, weeks. Yeah. I'm gonna go with El Grande Americano, and that is also known as Ludwig Kaiser, which that's never coming back, which is okay because he's way, 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 way over. And a special shout out because again, I'm trying to go back to where is it? Right there. We haven't done this in a while, so I also we need to throw Oba in there because at some point he was the wrestler of the week, I believe. Yep. But yeah, it's got to be Ludwig since the last time we recorded.
Absolutely. I would agree with both of those. I think you should write down Oba's name on that thing as well. I I haven't. I agree with both of those, but I have an honorable mention.
Okay.
We've talked about him. Danhausen. I feel like for a man that hasn't wrestled, Danhausen is all over the place. He has got the Knicks to 13-0 straight. He is gonna be a national treasure in the MSG. If the Knicks close out tomorrow night in San Antonio, Danhausen deserves to have a banner hung right next to the 2025-2026 champion New York Knicks.
Retire his number next to Jalen Brunson. He has, for a guy that wrestles intermediately and is just great on camera. Yes, I would agree with that. Quick story. I'm going to finish this quick because you had a hard out pause. My friend, our friend, your friend, our friend Daniel from Jazz Nation is a hockey fan. No, thank you. Don't give a shit about hockey over here. But he paid for a cameo with Danhausen. Okay. You know, cameos where you can get him to say shit, pay him. Because he is a Las Vegas Golden Knights fan. I'm positive I got that right. They're in the Stanley Cup against the Hurricanes. So he sent this thing to Danhausen, right? And Danhausen did it. Cursed the Hurricanes. It was very funny. If you haven't seen the video, if you're a hockey fan, you may have, because it's been circulating like crazy. Anyways, my boy Daniel, I don't know how he gets his money. I don't know, his little side gigs. I don't know, slap some buckets or whatever. But he went to game 3, paid a lot of money, go to the game of the Stanley Cup Finals, Las Vegas. Boom, goes down there. While he's down there, he gets a video. He puts it on his socials. Boom. Okay. Oh, the DJ from the Golden Knights sees it. Boom. Hey, Daniel, we'd love to use this at the game. And I'm like, you sure you can do that? He's like, technically, I own the cameo. Boom. Up there. Danhausen. Then Daniel gets a lot of cool shit. Daniel is the man who paid for the cameo. Danhausen is the wrestler who curses. Long story short, the Golden Knights won that game. I guess they lost last night. Won that game. Daniel got to do some cool halftime stuff, or I guess it's not even halftime in hockey. I don't know. Again, I don't fucking like hockey. It's not my thing. That's
Zamboni. That's what I know.
Yeah, but anyway, it's very cool that they played that, and then like some big people in the hockey world retweeted it, shared it. Like, so I kind of wonder what Danhausen thinks about that if he saw it and he was like, ugh, okay, I can't be cursing teams anymore because now I'm just getting pimped out. But to go back to the Knicks thing, wild. And he's all over ESPN. Like, there's nobody who shot up in popularity like Danhausen. I'm going to say ever in the history of WWE, from being pretty much booed at his debut, not a full-time wrestler, comedic act, to where he is now. Like, there's nobody.
What a run. When we talk about power rankings, Danhausen got to be top 5 right now. As far as popularity, you know what I mean?
There's no doubt.
I hope when they go to MSG for Saturday night's main event, I hope Brunson walks out with him, and the reception that, even if the Knicks don't win, which they're going to, Knicks in 5, hey, Knicks in 5. It's been so fun. I'm not a Knicks guy, but it's been fun.
Oh, okay, that's what it feels like. I was going to say it's convenient for you now. I never heard. I'm a Portland Trailblazer.
I'm a Portland Trailblazer for life. Yeah. But this run has been so fun to watch, man. The story behind it, and what a way. You know, you got the alien down there, and it made basketball fun again. I don't know how many people. I don't know how many people is like, I haven't watched the NBA in years. Like especially the playoffs. And so to see the playoffs be so much fun and games to be electric. Come on, game 4, that was all. I turned it off in the third quarter. I said, yo, we're going to watch Mortal Kombat. My dad hit me up. He's like, you got to turn on the game right now. Dude, in the last 2 minutes, incredible. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we watching right now?
I've loved every game. Game 1, even though the score wasn't close at the end, the game was close. Every game has been great. And crucial fuck-ups by the Spurs. But that's neither here nor there. Because truthfully, this series could be 3-1 Spurs right now. Yep. Minor fuck-ups. And also the biggest blown lead ever. But in that, so many chances to change what they were doing. This isn't a basketball podcast. I could go on for days about this. Anyways, DreRawka Patreon, all over your socials. Figure the number 4 podcast. Gang, subscribe, share, do all the stuff. We love you. We appreciate you. And as Dre said, Knicks in 5. I think it's going to be 6.
Oh, they go back to MSG and win in MSG. It's a riot. That thing is going to get. I don't want to. I mean, it's New York. We got to be sensitive, right?
Sensitive to what? Some of these fans are assholes. They're beating
some
people
of
up.
them. Oh my god! Like, I got to get off, man.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, yeah.
Jesus, bro.
Go support Zach Partridge. He's fighting tomorrow night. I forget the promotion's name. All Heart, I believe. Promotions. Rivals
Boxing.
5. Yes, boxing in Ogden City. Doors open at 6. Fight start at 7. You can get more information at Zach Partridge or Zach Fierce FC on Instagram, I believe. If not, just check out the Unrestricted Podcast. You can check out the whole thing. Wonder, I will talk to you. We're gonna do this next week.
Yes, sir.
We got it. Same page. All right.
Yes, sir. Deuces.
Peace.